Yo, what's up guys? We are back with another video and today I'm going to be showing you how you can build a demo voice agent in 30 seconds with three really easy components. So as you can see from the screen, first one we have is an online form. I built mine on Lovable just because it's really easy, but you can build it with a Go High Level form and funnel, or if you have a form on your website, all you need to be able to do is send that form submission information to an n8n webhook. So it's really simple and Lovable. I'll show you how I did mine in Lovable. If you're used to Go High Level, you can do it through Go High Level as well. But this part is fairly straightforward. Then the second part, as you can see, fireworks. Second part is the n8n automation. So if this is going to let me zoom in, I can zoom in. So we have our webhook where we're sending the form information to. We're setting our variables so that we can then feed that to the n8n agent. And now the n8n agent is going to create us a custom voice agent prompt for that potential customer's business. And the way that we do that is because in the form, we're going to get information about that person's business. So we're going to get their name, their business name, their phone number, obviously, so that we can call them. And then we also take their website URL. And then what we do is we use this search API tool to scrape their website and distill that information to give to the n8n agent, who's then going to use the GPT 4.1 LLM to create a voice agent prompt specifically for their business. Then we're going to pass that through to this HTTP request, which is going to send that to Retell as a dynamic variable and basically just put that straight into an agent and then initiate a call to that person. Someone submits a form submission comes to n8n, n8n creates a voice agent prompt specifically for their business, and then we send that to Retell to give that person a call, and that all happens within 30 seconds. It's really, really cool. I'm going to start off by showing you the form, really simple, then I'll show you the n8n automation, and then we'll do a live test so you can see what it sounds like. Without further ado, let me hop right into the form. Here we are in the form or the landing page. I created this landing page using Lovable because it's honestly so quick for building high quality landing pages like this. If you already have, a sort of branding or style that you like to use in your funnels or your business in general, you can literally just come into Lovable. You can prompt it and give it, a reference image and say, this is my website. I want to build a landing page that looks exactly like this. You can literally take a screenshot of this landing page right now in this video and then put that into Lovable and say, I want to make a landing page exactly like this with my branding. Please do that for me, and it will do it. And then all you need to do is say to Lovable, okay, this is the webhook URL that I want you to send the form information to, and it will do that for you as well. So it's honestly really easy. But if we look at the form here, I use this as a demo for potential clients. So my agency is Future Flow AI. Experience your first customer agent in under 60 seconds. So they're going to put in their full name here. My full name is Matt Con. Okay. Company name is Future Flow AI. Cool. Put in the phone number, put in the website URL, and then a short description of what agent that they want to create. So if I put in my phone number here, it's already filled out there. If I put in Future Flow, my website URL, and then describe the role that you'd like to create the agent for. So I'm just going to say an inbound sales agent that qualifies people and tries to book them in for an appointment. Now, you could put anything, like anyone could put anything, and the n8n agent will be able to understand that and then create the agent for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit call me so you can see like the thank you page that I've created, and then we'll jump into n8n and see what that looks like when it comes into the n8n automation as well. So we'll hit call me. I've got a wee thank you page here. So demo scheduled, we'll ring you shortly, what to expect, and then I've also got my calendar here as well in case, they want to book in for a call. So let's hop over to n8n and I'll show you what that looks like when it comes through in n8n. Okay, so we're in n8n. Let's go to executions to see the form submission come in. So you can see here 28th of June at 2:18. It's currently 2:20 for me. So if we go to copy to editor, okay, we'll hit the webhook. And then we can see, if we go to schema, let's scroll down, we can see the body here. So we've got the full name, which I put in, Matt Con, company name, Futureflow AI, phone number, which I'm going to blur out, the website URL, and then the agent description. Okay, so we've got all of the information that we need from the form. We're then going to go and set the values. You really don't need to do this, but the reason I do this is because you need to put in your Retell API, or I put in my Retell API key here. So if we just open this up, you can see full name is, taken from here in the webhook. Then we've got the company name, website content, and then Retell API key. So I'm going to blur out that Retell API key. But yeah, we're setting the variables, and then they come through like this, so we can just easily access them throughout the automation. Now, if we come into the n8n agent, we obviously have the LLM model here, which I'm using GPT 4.1. You can see the output here. And then we have the Search API tool. So Search API is actually a community node. So you need to go into community nodes to download this. If I just come into here, if we go to settings, I'll just hit save. Go to community nodes, and then this is the name of it. So at Search API /n8n-nodes-search API. If you just search for that in the community nodes and then install it, I think you need to set up an account with Search API, but I think it's paid, or it's very cheap, or it's free. I can't quite remember, but download that in the community nodes. Then we come back into our AI agent, and then we can just find the tools. If we go Search API, and then we just hit that. So to look at the inside of the Search API, you connect your credentials. So yes, you do have to set up an account with Search API. Then you have your description for the tool. So call this tool whenever the agent needs to scrape a lead's website for information. This is the website they need to scrape information about. Really, really simple. We're going to use Google as the engine. This is like the parameters, so just set this as Q and then the website content. Really, really simple stuff, guys. Then for the LLM, just selecting 4.1, very easy. Let's look at the n8n agent itself. Have the user prompt here, and the way I like to think about user prompt, it's giving the agent an overview of the situation. So like what it's actually doing, what is the task, what are the different steps, and then the system prompt is what it's doing very specifically, like what is the specific task that it's doing. So I'll put this into a document so you can read it easier, but what we're doing here is just giving overview instructions. So you must use the Search API tool to scrape and analyze the website content. Here is the website. Cool. Step 1, use the Search API tool. Step 2, extract the first name from the full name. So when the agent gives that person a call and we want to personalize the conversation, we don't want the agent to say, "Hey Matt Con." We want the agent to say, "Hey Matt." So we actually have to prompt the n8n agent to extract the first name and then use that in the prompt for the Retell agent. Then step 3, after analyzing the website content, create a voice agent prompt for the specified role at this business, and then some extra instructions about specifically for the prompt. I'll give you guys this full prompt in the documentation. It'll actually be available in my voice agent vault. The voice agent vault is completely free. It's literally a Notion page where I keep all of my free resources from YouTube, also from LinkedIn. I'm quite active on LinkedIn, so if you're on LinkedIn as well, please connect with me. That'd be good. But yeah, you can find all these free resources in the voice agent vault. It's completely free to sign up. I'm not trying to sell you any sort of course. Not yet anyway. Now we come into the system message, which is the system prompt. And here is where we're being more specific. This is the sort of prompts that you would give to, ChatGPT or Claude if you wanted it to perform a specific task. So the way you can think about the user message, this is like the context prompt that you would give to Claude or ChatGPT before you then gave it the prompt to actually do the task. So you're telling it everything that it's going to be doing in this situation, and then you have the system prompt where you're giving it the role, you're telling it exactly what to do. You're giving it an example prompt to copy off, and then some more critical instructions about the prompt specifically for the voice agent. So you can see here, you are an expert at creating voice agent prompts for businesses across all industries. So I've set this up so any sort of business could, submit this form and then get an agent. The voice agent will be female because the way that we set up the Retell agent is this is a dynamic variable in an already set up agent. So we can't, or we could, but I've chosen not to change the voice for every single person that's calling. I'm just using the same voice, the same settings in Retell. So I'm making sure that the prompt for the voice agent is female because I'm using a female voice in the Retell agent. And then some critical conversation style requirements. Then we have the example prompt. Now, with the example prompt, it is really, really important that you put in the example prompt like this, all in one line, no line breaks, no speech marks or anything like that, because that breaks JSON parameter rules. And when you try and insert that into the Retell agent, or you try to then create the voice agent prompt, n8n will come back with saying JSON is not valid. And I got stuck in this for honestly about 2 hours. It was doing my head in, but I found out that it's because you need to lay out your prompt exactly like this, and then also instruct the agent to lay out the output exactly like this as well. So I'm not going to go through this step by step because I'm going to give you guys the resources anyway. But then here we're also, telling the agent about the dynamic variables that it can use in the prompt as well. So giving it the person's company name, telling it when to use it, giving the agent description that it's actually creating the agent for, and then some more critical instructions at the end. So we have our LLM that's going to create the voice agent prompt for us. We have our n8n agent prompts, which is giving the agent context and then telling it exactly what and how to do it. Then we have our search API, which is going to scrape the person who's submitted the form's website so we can create the agent specific for their company. And then finally, we have our trigger AI outbound call. So we're going to trigger Retell to call that person directly with the agent we've just created for them. So it is a post. We have our authorization beta key. So this is why I put in the Retell API key in the field section before. So in here, you could also just drop it directly in here. It doesn't really make a difference. I just do it to stay a bit more organized. And then if we come down here, we have the JSON parameters that we're sending to Retell to make that call. So we're identifying the agent ID. So what agent in my Retell account do I want to use? Then we have the dynamic variables. So the most important dynamic variable is this custom website prompt. So this is the output that we're getting from our AI agent, and we're putting that's literally just going to go straight into the Retell agent prompt. And then we're also going to give it the person's first name and then the person's business name. We have the from number, which we've got set up in Retell already. And then we have the to number, which we get from the form. So i.e. the person that we're making the call to. So this is actually a really simple setup in terms of a HTTP request to Retell to initiate a phone call. I've seen ones where the dynamic variables, there's about 10 or 15 of those. Ours are very short because the idea is obviously this is just a demo. We're not trying to, absolutely wow the people here. The idea is, we've made this agent in 30 seconds for you. Imagine what we could make for you in 7 days. That's the sort of idea that we're going for here. And really this demo is for people who are a bit skeptical about voice agents and they don't really know what they're going to sound like, or they heard one like a year ago and they're thinking voice agents sound shit. This is our opportunity to show them what voice agents can really sound like. Okay, now the only thing left to show you is the Retell agent that we're using, and it's honestly stupidly simple, so I'll just quickly show you guys now. This is literally the agent. We have short instruction up here. We have the custom website prompt, which is coming from our n8n agent. So that is our output from this agent, and we're passing it through as a dynamic variable like this. So here, custom website prompt, and then we're passing through the personalization aspect. So like the full name, extract their first name, and then the user's company name. So I know that looks different from what I just showed you because I realized that there was a mistake. So we've got full name, company name, and this syntax, i.e. the way that you write this, has to be exactly the same as it is in here, or else it won't be able to pick it up. So that's just a quick tip for you guys. If you're putting these in and then it's not working, it needs to be the exact same as it is in n8n, as what you put in Retell as well. That is how you build the full automation. We have the landing page, which is this one here. We connect the website form submission to n8n. So we connect it using this webhook URL, this production one. Then once it turns on, the information comes in here. We set our variables, we feed that to n8n, and then n8n feeds that back to Retell and then makes the call. So I'm going to do a live demo for you now so you can just see it. I know I've spoke enough, so let's just cut to the demo. Okay, so here we are in the demo. I'm just going to put in my name. So I'm going to say Matt Con. Okay, let's just put in future flow, phone number, my website, and then I'm just going to ask for an inbound sales agent. Really simple stuff. Gonna hit, actually let's do something funny. Let's see how long it takes to phone me. So let's get a stopwatch up. I'm gonna hit call me and then start. "17 seconds it was. Let's answer it. Hello?
Hey Matt, this is Olivia from FutureFlow AI. Yep, the friendly voice, the form you just filled out. Thanks for jumping on the phone so quickly. Do you have a couple minutes to chat about what you're looking for, or did I catch you mid-coffee break?
No, I'm good to chat right now.
Awesome, glad I didn't interrupt anything important unless you count scrolling memes, which I fully support. So what brought you to us today? What's going on that you think FutureFlow AI can help with?
I mean, I don't have an after hours phone service for my law firm, and I saw you guys online and I thought, why not submit the form and see what your voice agents sound like?
Totally get it. After hours calls can be a real pain, and nobody wants to miss a potential client just because it's 7:01 p.m. So you're looking for something that can handle those late night or weekend calls for your law firm, right? Are you mainly hoping to capture new leads, or do you also want the AI to help with things like client updates or basic questions?
Basic questions, really.
Got it. So you want the AI to handle those? Is anyone there? Or what's the status of my case? Type questions when your team's off the clock. Makes total sense. Just so I am clear, are you hoping...
Okay, I'm going to hang up now because I've not connected this agent up to any sort of CRM. It is literally just for demo purposes. But what you could do is you could connect the agent, so the Retell agent here, you could connect the webhook settings to your CRM or some sort of other n8n automation, so that you can then get notifications about when someone submits this demo agent form and then log all the information from that call. I've not done that for this demo, but you definitely could do that. If you're interested in seeing what that would look like, then by all means comment down below and I will make a really short video showing you how you can do that. But for the purpose of this video, you guys have been shown how you can create your own automatic demo voice agent in 30 seconds using the 3 key components which I showed you guys today. So if you enjoyed the video, or thank you very much for watching, by the way. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, drop a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't already joined the Voice Agent Vault, you can do that in the link down below. It is completely free. I am not trying to sell you a course. It is literally just a hub of all of my free resources about voice agents, what I've been learning, so that you guys can learn with me too. I also have a link to my LinkedIn down below, which I am active on. So if you want to message me directly, then please do it through LinkedIn, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. That is the end of this video today, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Cheers.